Anna here, and today we're going to show you how to do a little lower body foam rolling. So Anna's going to go ahead, and she's got her mat here, she's got her foam roller. You can use any size foam roller you want. She's going to lay on her back, and notice that the foam roller is beneath her knees, right? So what she's going to do, she's going to go ahead and bridge her hips up, grab the foam roller, and roll it to right where her lower back and glutes meet. So she's going to make sure that it's not directly in her lower back, because that is where there's a lot of nerve endings that are not covered So you want to make sure that where you're rolling is kind of like that little shelf at the top of your glutes, like right where your booty starts. Okay, so once you kind of shimmy on there and find that spot, we're going to go ahead and hold onto the foam roller with your hands, bring the knees up, both knees come up, okay, and we're going to go ahead and bring the knees side to side. This is great for all you people with tight IT bands, right, because that thing inserts into the glutes and the hips. And again, we go nice and slow, so you're just kind of massaging all the tight spots. Side to side as far as you can go. You can also do little circles with your knees. So make little circles with your knees, so once you find a tight spot, you can make circles on that tight spot. Just kind of feel around for it. So go ahead and bring your knees together. You're just going to make little circles. So that's going to go ahead, and that's actually the correct. You can put your legs down. That's the correct foam rolling technique. If you have lower back pain, you don't want to roll directly in the lower back. You go ahead and get right where that SI joint, that sacroiliac joint, is, right on top of the glutes, the nice meaty part of the glute on top. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull this out from under you. Go ahead and sit on up. Now we're going to go ahead and roll the hamstrings. Go ahead and scoot back over here on the left. Get the hamstrings. You can do one leg or two at a time. The most important part is that you don't go behind the knee. Again, lots of nerve endings right behind that kneecap. Unnecessary to go in right into the kneecap with the foam roller. So we're going to go ahead and do two at a time. Like Anna's doing, she's leaning back and just going for 1 to 2 inches of the hamstring at a time. Okay? And sometimes you might not feel anything, sometimes you might not feel any tight spots, and that's fine. You can move on to the next area. But it's always good to kind of test all the areas out, just to make sure that you don't have a problem there. So go ahead and scoot this way a little bit, so that you're getting a little bit closer to the glute. And sometimes the hardest part is just maneuvering yourself using your upper body to get in the right position on the foam roller. Now with the hamstrings, because it's a larger group of muscles, you can also do one at a time and really dig into it, and you can roll your legs side to side so you get the inner and outer part of that hamstring. So see how Anna's turning both of her legs? You can also do it one leg at a time to get a little bit deeper. You definitely want to feel around all those areas. Not going behind the kneecap, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to calves. So we're going to go ahead and pop that out. Again, you can do this one leg at a time or both legs. Again, lean back. And you can also rotate those calves on the foam roller. So feet go side to side, nice and slow. Just dig into that meaty part again, and you don't want to go behind the ankles, like directly where the Achilles tendon is. No need to foam roll there. You just want to kind of get where the meaty part is, where the fascia is of the muscle. So that gastroc, that big calf muscle, and then the soleus, which is right underneath it. can also go ahead and get the quads. So your quads, you're gonna go ahead and flip over on your belly. And we're actually gonna go ahead and put that right underneath your quads. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get those quads. Laying both legs on the foam roller, make sure you support yourself and make sure you don't sink in the lower back. So obviously you have to keep your core engaged, right? Use those core muscles to hold yourself up and get a good roll on the quads. And again, you can rotate those quads side to side because it is also a large muscle group like the hamstrings. And you want to make sure you get all of it. Find those tight spots. With this one, to get a little deeper in the quad, you can do one leg at a time. All you're going to do is hang one leg off and then put that one leg on the roller. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to roll. A lot of people have tightness right in here, right where that right where the quad is, the inside, right where the inside of the knee is. So it's a little tricky to get this spot. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and lay on your side. The back leg or the bottom leg is gonna hang back. Okay, so we're gonna roll this top leg. You're gonna bring your knee perpendicular, so you're kind of scissoring your legs, and then the foam roller is gonna be straight and perpendicular to your leg. So make sure it's not going along the same line as your leg like this. It's perpendicular so that it's crisscross. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and make sure you bend that knee high enough, flex your foot, and then go ahead and lean into it. I like the smaller foam roller for this just because we're really trying to dig into that small area right by the knee. You can use a larger one though. Again, 1 to 2 inches for just as long as you need, and you can work your way up. So as deep as you need to go. Get that back leg out of the way, or just really lean into it. Okay, so that is our lower body foam rolling technique.